Can you say something?
Oh, he said that swallowing your bodily fluids may be closer to
Not about that.
hello, my name is Melissa. Welcome to our channel.
Oh no, I don't like how I look right now.
My hair's
But-
probably all poofy because we're moving it around.
Yeah. I still like it though. She doesn't like her hair. But in this episode of Times with Kai, we were in the library for 24. We're not in the library for 24 hours. We were in a 24-hour library, and nobody's here, and we're here by ourselves. And I bring my camera because I want to do something, but I don't know what to do.
It's only 11 too. Like, aren't people supposed to be studious?
Yeah, but it's a Saturday, so I want to do something. Do I have my stand? Fuck!
You didn't bring it?
No!
You idiot. Go get it.
Have to go in the rain and go again.
Bitch, it's not even raining. You don't need to rain.
You want to talk to my camera while
Sure.
just have your own conversation?
Okay. How do I flip the camera? Oh.
Yep. And you can record self-recording.
Okay.
Talk about anything.
How do I do this? So, those are my titties. Sorry. Yeah. I'm awkward. I don't know if I can do this without Kai. Kai's the social one. So I have to go back. Okay. Hi. Currently, we're at the library, and I don't think you guys give a shit, but I'm in chemistry. And I'm doing a lab, and it's 6 pages, and I have to write it. But I'm also listening to a murder mystery podcast. It's talking about some weird ass guy that had schizophrenia and murdered 6 people, which was his family. Yeah, I don't know if you heard when he was like standing over there, but he would like swallow his semen because he thought that he'd be closer to God because of that. It's pretty fucking weird. I don't know when he's gonna post this video because he sucks at editing. He takes forever to edit. But yeah, that's Kai. Let me tell you, I have some tea. I'm gonna spill the tea. Jesus, this is so bad. I don't know. Kai's a weirdo. You guys should subscribe. Oh no, it's fine. We're being loud too. Okay. I think it's coming back. They're in the room. It's like Kyle and his friends, I think.
Yeah, there's 2 other people in there.
I did talk.
Yay. That's great. By the way, that's Melissa. She's Vsauce, I forgot.
I'm Vsauce.
Vsauce.
Yay. My titties look big. That's nice. That's so weird.
At least I didn't actually touch it.
But yeah, I was just talking about my murder mystery show. And I spilled the tea.
About that?
Yeah. But I didn't really spill the tea because you came in and then
I'm sorry.
that person walked out and I was like,
Oh,
is that Nate? That's probably Nate.
Nate from where? That person?
That's the tea, sis. Alright.
Yeah.
Cause like Val hangs out with her and
Oh, Nate, her boyfriend?
no, he.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's transgender.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I've yet to meet somebody else.
So
Like me.
so basically my roommates, Val and Olivia,
Yes.
they were at the housing office because they were grabbing packages. And so was he. And then he, on his thing, it says Nate. and then the person that was typing it in was like formerly Natalie, and then she was like,
Continue.
she was like, yeah, but I legally changed my name to Nate. And then she was like, okay. And then when they were giving her a package, she was like, okay, Nate.
Nat.
Yeah.
They're confuzzled.
So, Olivia was saying that it was fucked up that they were like bringing up the old name, like the trash name. We were talking about that too.
The dead name.
The dead name, yeah. We were talking about it because you know how Sweetbread's old. Okay, so I have a cat. I think if you ever edit that damn video,
It's edited. I'm lazy.
her dead name is Katara, but
That doesn't sound like a good name for
it
that
doesn't-
cat.
For her, no. We call her Sweetbread. I mean like, cause I'm Mexican, so it's like pan dulce. I sound so weird.
I'm
saying
not
that.
so sweetbread.
Yeah, so Sweetbread, but she's a good cat. She really is.
She's a
She's
good cat.
super sweet.
I'm glad she's not clingy. And I don't think she'll bother me. So
She won't.
it'll be fine. You want to be a part of my video? I'm just gonna see if we can come out, guys. Bye. Since now we're the only people, we can do whatever the fuck we want.
There's some awareness.
Awareness. Okay, go.
Do not use negative reinforcement.
That's true.
No negative, and especially even if you have kids, don't do that.
Sorry.
Don't hit children either.
My mom never did that. I'm still scared of her.
You know what? Same. My dad never hit me. It's just really bad. They grow up like all fucked up, especially like animals too. So try to teach your animals like with positive reinforcement. So whenever they do something good, give them a treat, like just kind of praise them, because then they know that that's good and they should do it again. If you do negative reinforcement, you just teach them to fear you, and then they become anxious whenever they see you. Don't use negative reinforcement. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
I'm gonna use that when I get it.
Yeah, like don't use a spray bottle for cats. What do people do to dogs when it's negative reinforcement? Don't like throw them outside and like,
yeah.
never talk to them again, you know, like
Throw them in the backyard. Like,
that's really, really sad when people do that. So let's spill the tea.
spill the tea.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they are gone.
Yeah.
I don't have any tea to spill because I'm kind of boring.
Something about drag. Right?
Okay. Yeah, drag. Okay. We're talking about how there's drag queens and drag queens, but there's also girls who dress in drag.
Drag kings.
Like no, like not in drag like the other gender, just like drag makeup for the female.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Exactly.
But there's like such controversy about that.
I don't understand that.
It's very, very sad. You know, sometimes gays are very
Mean.
judgmental.
They're mean as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not that type of gay. I'm the like the honest, real gay.
Oh yeah,
There's
you
gay
know.
bitches.
That's right. I'm pansexual.
Oh yeah. Okay, I
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah. So I am part of that spectrum. I don't know if you
we
guys
talk
do.
about gay things.
We do talk about gay things a lot.
Yeah, the gays.
Yeah, the gay. Like especially at the Castro in San Francisco, there's like a lot of stereotypes that the gays don't really like lesbians when they're hanging around.
Which is stupid.
It really, really sucks. Yeah.
Fuck, what is the difference?
I know it's so stupid, but I really want to go to the Castro anyway. I mean, we're gonna take that trip.
Yes! I'm super
We have to
excited.
start planning it.
I'm super
We
excited.
have to
We're gonna
start planning.
bring them.
Oh,
We're gonna
that's
bring you
right.
guys. Okay, but for the reason I was talking about drag, I was like, what would be your drag name? Is what I wanted to ask.
My drag name.
Is there a drag name generator? Yep, there is. Google always has it.
Yeah, but it's probably random.
We're monopolizing.
Let me see. Stop. What do you currently do in life? Good question. I'm still trying to figure that out. Full-time student and
Rocking it. Rocking it.
Rocking it. What is your deepest desire? Inner and outer peace, a compassionate world, personal growth, finding true love, understanding other people. Personal growth. What would you say is your strongest quality? I'm a bit of a bright spark. Intelligence, kindness, creativity, strength, confidence.
Just do yours first.
What am I? I would say this one.
I was about to say strength too.
I am a survivor.
You are. She's a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
She's a survivor.
What role do you play in your friendship? I like to make my friends laugh. They always come to me for advice. I tend to be a peacemaker between friends. I offer support where I can. I'm usually the one to help them fix
You offer support wherever you can.
I love offering support. How often do you work out? Work out? Are you serious right now?
Damn it. I want to. Oh my god.
Oh god. I was like actually liking how I look right now because it's like my like titties up. But you zoomed to my face and now I look ugly. Bitch.
Bitch.
I have a lot.
You want to get a reduction?
Yeah. I'm a D.
Do you want to get a reduction?
No, I like my bit. I was gonna say bitty titties. I like
want
my
a reduction.
titties.
You like them? Okay,
I
that's
have
good.
a really nice bra.
My
It's
mom
like
wants
lace.
some.
Look at that. Look at that. I don't know if you guys zoom into that shit. It's lace.
My mom wants some.
It's lace. Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, I like the dark blue.
It's lace.
And I have a training bra on, but
I can't.
I know you can't.
I can't.
That'd be
Why did you
weird.
take this test? I was bored, my friend. You couldn't. All of the above? None of the above. Okay. All of the above. Bitch, can I press that button, please? I can make music. I think I have made music.
Can you make my intro? This is what happens when you're the last ones at the library. Started.
Alright. So what does it mean to be transgender?
What does it mean to be transgender, Kai? For me, I was born as female, but that is my sex. But I identified as male, in part to my gender. So meaning, in elementary school, all the way up to 8th grade, I pretty much stayed as female, as like gender-wise. And then after 8th grade, like after really thinking about it, and realizing that I didn't feel comfortable with my body, I decided that I wanted to identify as male, but that was really hard for me because I didn't know what transgender was. Like I searched it up on Google and stuff, and it came up, but I was like really confused because I was like, well, what am I? What do I classify as that? So it was really hard. And that's when I met people in high school who were really active in the LGBTQ plus community, and they were like, yeah, you're transgender, and to search it up if you are not sure about it, but that kind of sounds that like that's the path you're taking about right now. And I was like, true, and I started watching more videos like this, talking about how they first found out and then how did they live their lives afterwards. So I just, transgender stuck with me. It's you're transitioning between one gender to another.
Yeah.
Transsexual is when you're fully transitioned through surgery, but I'm not gonna go through surgery. I already know that. I just feel uncomfortable having somebody operate on my body down under, not up here. I don't really care about up here because I want to be able to take my shirt off.
Down under.
Down under. You know what? Under the sea. You know. I love that. Oh,
Yeah.
Disney. Okay, but
yeah, I mean like when you're born, a doctor usually like determines what you are based on
Yeah.
what you look like.
Yes.
And so
it's not their fault.
Yeah, I mean for transgender people, they don't relate to what the doctor tells them.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, thankfully now it's like not
That big.
It's not
that bad of a thing.
that bad of
It
a
is still a
deal.
big deal.
Yeah, I mean like definitely because you're transitioning from
Yeah.
one gender to another. A lot of people don't understand that, but like but just it's what people want, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I'm transgender, guys.
Yeah. Did you even tell them?
I was used he, him, his pronouns, but I didn't say in the first video because it was just a vlog video.
Oh.
It was my test video. You guys, the gays need to follow.
We doing this for the views, guys. But okay, so how does someone know that they are transgender? I know you already said this. Yeah.
I have to go a little bit more in depth. When you feel uncomfortable again, but there's different ways. You can be like, oh, am I just gay, or am I just lesbian? Or you get to that point where, oh, I'm not a girl, I'm not lesbian. I'm actually, I don't like girls, by the way. So I'm not lesbian, guys. I want to be treated like as a guy friend, and it came to one point in time where my friends who were girls would treat me as a guy, and they were like do little cute flirty things, but they were my friends, so it's like we're just like playing back and forth, but it felt different than being like a girl friend versus a guy friend. So that's how I kind of knew the difference, where I was like, no, I'm a guy, so this is right versus that. So it's a feeling.
Yeah. Also, anybody can know at any age.
Yeah.
You know? It can take years for someone to realize that they want to change their gender.
Yeah. I was late compared to a lot of people.
Well, like there are some people that like even in their 40s they decide to do it.
Transition.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's at any age. You can. It's like basically feeling uncomfortable most of your life, and then finally embracing who you really are. So
yeah, I'm glad I did it before I entered high school.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do it when you're already adult in society. So I'm just like, wow, brave. But yeah.
So thought exercise. Thinking about your own gender.
I do that every day.
It says it can be difficult for people who are not transgender to imagine what being transgender feels like.
Oh, that is a good exercise.
Imagine what it would feel like if everyone told you that the gender that you've always known yourself to be was wrong. What would you feel like if you woke up one day with a body that's associated with a different gender? What would you do if everyone else, your doctors, your friends, your family, believe you're a man and expected you to act like a man when you're actually a woman, or believed you're a woman even though you've always known you're a man? Damn.
I like this website.
It would be very difficult. Yeah, this website's great, but it would be very difficult for like any family, especially like
Traditional families.
Especially like certain
we need this a little bit closer because
certain like races.
Yes.
Like for example, I'm Mexican, and my parents are very like old school, and so if I were to tell them that I'm transgender, they'd probably like send me to church or something.
Yeah.
They'd probably just, like slap the crap out of me and be like, are you okay? Are you taking drugs? There's something wrong with you? Is someone telling you this? And then it's like, it would be very difficult to understand. And there's also like a lot of other. I'm getting into this.
No, do it. Go. Because people need to know.
There's like so many studies that show that like low-income families also take it a lot harder.
Yeah.
Because it's like they always. This is like I'm gonna get a little bit into religion, but
it's okay. This is a free space, guys. Yeah.
But it's like especially because some of the low-income families, they turn to religion because like that's all they think that they can get, and then because the religion says that something's wrong, they'll believe it.
Yeah.
And so like especially for like people who are different sexuality, even if it's just transgender or sexuality, you know, that if you tell them that you're different from everybody else, they just like go ballistic about it. Like it's very, very sad.
They don't like
to see
change.
that. It's very sad to see that. It's like if they're not used to something, they're like, oh no, don't do that. Be like, let's just stick to the old ways. You know, make money.
This worked for us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Make money, be successful, and help us out when we're older. That's basically what it is. That's how my parents like treat me. So I mean, like definitely, like this is my sexual orientation. I'm pansexual, but like I haven't even told them that I'm pansexual. Yeah. I mean, like I can just be like, is it wrong to like anybody?
Yeah.
They'll probably like slap the shit out of me and be like, what's wrong with you?
Or
you know?
if you're even talking about pretend you're talking about somebody else, or like, oh, my friend's pansexual.
Yeah, they get very weirded out, like especially because me and you always hang out.
Yeah,
and
okay,
so,
that's what I'm scared.
Yeah, I had sent a picture to my family of like a selfie we took.
Yeah.
And then my parents, when I saw them again, they were like, oh, who was that girl you hang out with?
Yeah.
And then I was like, he's not a girl, he's a man. And then they were like, but he looks like a girl. And it's like, well, parents, like he was a girl.
Tell you something
he was
now.
a girl, but decided to be a boy. And then they're just like, oh, what is that? And it's like,
yeah, it's hard.
It's very difficult for them to understand, but I feel like if it's with other people, like they understand that I'm very open-minded and that I can hang out with literally anybody. Because like I don't know, I mean, like even in the beginning, like when I was younger, I didn't even know what races were.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, like
same.
I remember I hung out with an African-American girl, and then my brother was like, why are you hanging out with her? And I was like, what do you mean why? And they were like, she's a different color than you. And it's like, it's like different color. What does that matter?
A different color than hers.
Exactly. So like so they definitely know that I'm very open-minded. Like one of my closest friends is an African-American woman, and she's really great. She's great. She's such a weirdo. I'm gonna tell her to subscribe. But subscribe, yeah. So you know that my college is very stupid. It's not stupid, but that I'm stupid. But thinking about my own gender, it would be very difficult for me to tell anybody anything.
That sucks. Yeah.
But you have like a very open mom. Like your mom seems really great when you talk about it.
My mom is great, but not in the beginning. She was too scared. I told her freshman year, and I sat her down in the kitchen. I was like, "Hey, mom, I'm transgender, and I don't think this is a phase." She was like, "No, no, 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 you can't." She was crying because she was scared I was gonna get bullied because her best friend was gay, and he got bullied really bad, and he passed away not because of bullying, but he passed away of AIDS, and she was just like. She did not want that for me, and she was like, "This is just a phase. This is just a phase." I was like, "Okay, let's make a deal. How about we wait until I graduate high school, or how about we wait a couple more years?" And she was like, "Okay." And for the longest time, she wouldn't use the right pronouns until I graduated. Until senior year, she started using it, and after I graduated, she fully transitioned into saying, "This is my son," and then she's like really liberal about it now. She's like. She tells all my aunties and uncles if she can, so I won't feel uncomfortable when I come back home. So that's
really nice.
Yeah,
that's
I really love her for this. And then now I can talk to her about anything because that was the only thing that was holding me back. Because stuff like this, I can show her this, and she'll be 100% supportive. So just like, but yes, it's not always easy in the beginning. Even if your parents are open, there's still your parents are gonna try to protect you, so it's hard. And my sister's really lesbian, so I thought she'd be okay with it, but then she ended up crying, and I felt like shit, so I don't know.
My mom started crying when I told her I didn't believe in God. So imagine if I told her that I don't give a shit about who I date.
Oh, with religion, this is going off topic, but religion too, it's kind of hard for me because I believe that there's something, but I don't believe in the God that everybody talks about. I believe that God is love. I like that God is love. But then other than that, anything else that puts anybody down, that's all bullshit to me. So all these rules about being with only one gender or being...
You know, the thing is that it doesn't even say anything like that in the Bible either.
And why are they pushing it so hard? And what's it called? Things about sins and stuff like that. Everybody... makes their own choices. I think they're just accountable for that, but I don't think God is going to do anything for you for that.
I definitely think that this like God figure is just what people use to as an it's gonna sound so mean, but like as an excuse or
no, it's okay.
Like they're dependent on it. Like if there's something going on, like if someone's in the hospital or something, they're like, let's pray to God that they get better. And then they get better, and it's like it's because God's will, and it's like
not because of the work of the doctors.
Not because of the work of the doctors. They're like it was God's will that they wanted me a lot.
I see why you can get mad at that.
It makes me very angry because especially because it's like their decisions too. They're just like, if God doesn't want me to do this, then He'd show me.
No, it's if you're a good person or not, then you should.
It's really bad. I just can't.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me. It's not a fine line, but it's like I talk about religion with my mom and stuff. She tells me at your right age you'll know your faith and stuff like that. But I guess
you know what I believe in. I believe in myself.
That's good. If there is a God, you'll be fine.
I'm okay with that.
You don't have to believe in God for God to love you.
Exactly. I feel like for me, I believe that what I do is what I do.
Yeah.
I am free to do anything that I want, and not because some God guy gave me the decision to do that.
Yeah.
It's like,
so I don't care if you believe in God or if you don't believe in God. It's all the same to me because we're still alive in the end. We're all people bitches. We're all people.
But I definitely think it's interesting when people tell you about what they believe in.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people are really, really passionate about it, and you're just like, wow, how are you so passionate about something? Like, tell me more. Like, it's just so enjoyable listening to them enjoy it, you know?
Yeah, when it's the pleasant conversation.
Yeah.
My mom's like that. She'll tell you all about her experiences and stuff. It's really...
I'll listen.
It's really like heartbreaking.
Yes. Oh.
It'll make you cry.
Oh.
But she gone through it, and that's why she's so real.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, there are some people that do push it on you, and you're just like, wow, no thank you. But there are also other people that just tell you about it. And it's like,
she'll
wow,
just tell you. She
thank
won't push anything on you.
Yeah. I love listening to people when they talk about what they really like. Although I seem like an asshole. I seem like an asshole.
My mom would like you. My friends, all my friends seem like assholes, but they're not. So it's okay.
Yeah. I don't know. If any of you like ever met me in real life, I'm very quiet. I'm quiet, and then there are sometimes I say something and people laugh, but I'm just quiet.
Yeah, you just talk randomly.
Yeah, or if it's like with my close friends, I talk a lot.
Yeah, like right now.
A lot, yeah. Like I'm getting comfortable with the camera.
Yeah.
So here I am.
Talking to a camera with nobody around. Yeah. That's kind of awkward when
That
you're by
looks so
yourself.
funny. It looks like what's the difference between sexual orientation and gender identity?
Yes. Okay, so my gender identity is male, transgender. I'm transgender male, right? But I am gay. That's my sexuality. I like guys. But the thing is, you don't have to be transgender and like the opposite sex. That's what a lot of people fear of, like transitioning, and they're like, oh, now I have to change who I like. No, you don't. Your identity is who you want to be seen as, but your sexuality is who you're attracted to, or if you're even attracted to anybody. So it's okay. Okay, continue if you want to add to that.
I don't know. I'm female, but I'm pansexual.
So yeah.
Yeah. It's like pansexuality is definitely not a common one. Actually, it's becoming more common. Oh, it got.
Oh yes, yes, quiet. I was getting so annoyed.
But I feel like I'm really loud now.
No. We have to keep up.
Okay, well, I definitely feel like pansexuality is not something that's very common, but now it's becoming very common because a lot of people, especially our age, are becoming very open about things, which I'm very, very happy about.
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah, it's just that I don't really care about who I don't think it's right for someone to be restricted to one gender.
Yeah.
And so because it takes a lot for me to be like, I love that person.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe in love. So oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day. It was like 2 days ago, wasn't it? But
this is gonna be like next week.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's very difficult for me to actually fall in love with someone. So like, why should I restrict it to one gender? You know? If I end up falling in love with a woman, then I don't really care. I fall in love with them. So yeah.
The thing is, I like males mostly, but I'm not like
females. No.
Yeah. It just hasn't happened to me yet. Like before, if it ever happens at all, because like a person can be so beautiful to both genders. They're just like, wow. So I don't know. Yeah, hasn't happened. Same thing with other genders. Like I haven't met anybody that I'm attracted to other than male. Yeah. So if it does happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, like even like the people I've dated before, I didn't actually love them. I think it was because I was young and I was like, oh my god, I love him.
Can't wait for now.
But like at one point he cut his hair and I was like, I don't like him anymore. So like I know I haven't actually fallen in love with anyone. The only people I genuinely love are my parents. That's it. Mainly my dad. That's a different video.
Yeah.
But,
that's another talk, guys.
Yeah. Let's just say, if you're watching this, Daddy, I love you. Say, oh, Mom, I appreciate what you do for me.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, what's the difference between being transgender and being intersex?
Okay. But basically, do you want to explain it?
Oh. I'm gonna read it off of here.
Yeah, just read it off so it's easier.
Yeah, I'll read it off and then I'll go off my own tangent. But people whose bodies fall in the vast continuum between male and female are often known as intersex people. There are many different types of intersex conditions. For example, some people are born with XY chromosomes but have female genitals and secondary sex characteristics.
So basically,
others might have XX chromosomes but no uterus, or might have external anatomy that doesn't appear clearly male or female. To learn about more, we can click that video or not. But, so yeah, basically it's just like your genitals are just it's just like a condition if your genitals are mixed up. Basically, so that's intersex. So it's like you can have both of them, or you can have more of one. You can have a tiny little penis when you have a vagina. Like, it's just something that happens when you're in the womb. So, yeah. And being transgender is when you choose.
You choose to reveal.
You choose to reveal.
Yeah, because it's not. You don't choose to change.
Yeah, it's
you
not
choose
really.
to reveal.
Yeah, it's not really a choice. But it is a. It's like.
It's a choice to reveal, but not a choice to feel that way you are.
It's just Yeah.
It's not. Nobody wants to be in that situation.
Exactly.
Yeah. Are you cute or not? Is he cute?
I think it's because you can't see my stomach. That's why I feel like I look good. All you see is my titties.
We're back. How do you like our office space?
Yes.
We are the CEOs of this bitch.
Yes.
That was
my leg.
That was a good one.
You saw my tan line,
Here,
but
you can see my.
Next question. What the fuck? Next question. What is the difference between being transgender and being gender non-conforming?
Okay. Do you want me to go for this one?
I can probably.
You can do it.
You can
Go for it. No, go for it.
I mean,
Confidence, bitch.
confidence. It's not necessarily being transgender.
Yeah.
It's just that it says some women who were raised and identify as women present themselves in ways that might be considered masculine. Kind of like the term tomboy. It says refers to girls who are gender non-conforming, which means they play rough sports, hang out with boys, and dress in more masculine clothing. This seems a little more stereotypic though, now that I'm reading it, because you know, like they're just saying like more men, like it's a men thing to do to play sports and hang out with boys.
It's just
Like
like
triggered right now.
a gender. When they say conforming, they're people are putting standards on that gender. So it's basically the line between I am transgender or I am just like this is like how I like to dress or this is like how I like to wear my hair. People just put that in a different category for some reason.
Yeah, I thought that I was. I mean, now that I thought I was a tomboy when I was younger, which is kind of gender non-conforming, I guess, But now that I think about it, I think that it was just because I was scared to dress up like a girl. Because I have 2 brothers. So basically when I was growing up, when they would talk about like thicker, chubbier girls, you know, chubbier girls.
I have a story for that.
And so they would say like, they would call girls who would dress up in like fancy clothing, they would call them cream puffs. Because basically they think that they wear tight clothes and they look like they're gonna fucking explode. So I definitely did not want them to call me a cream puff. So I just always wore giant shirts and I didn't really dress up like a girl. But now that I'm in college, it's kind of like I can do whatever I want. Like I never wore jeans when I was younger. But now I'm wearing jeans.
You never wore jeans?
I never wore jeans. I hated jeans because there was one time in middle school, because I have like really thick thighs. Shocking, surprising, but I have really thick thighs, and so there was one time some girl went up to me and she saw that the stitching on the side was kind of like stretched, and she was like, "You're too fat to wear those jeans." So
she's a bitch.
Yep, that was my middle school. I hated my middle school. I fucking hated my middle school. They used to say a lot of things like that to me, or like. In elementary school, I wasn't really the most hygienic person. I think there was a lot of like psychological shit for that. In middle school, one of the girls went up to me and she was like, "I remember you in elementary school. You smelled like shit." And she was like, "Nobody wanted to be your friend."
Why are they so mean to you?
Because I was a stupid person. That's why. But yeah, I was always like, I always considered myself a tomboy. But I never really liked to play like rough sports. Although I mean, when I was with my brothers, like we always fought and we always like did manly shit. But that was because like I grew up with 2 brothers. Like growing up with 2 brothers and not learning the way that guys do. It doesn't mean that. It's just like, just because I grew up like that doesn't mean I'm a tomboy, you know? But I think that if I was an older sister though, because I'm the youngest, so they put a lot of their influence on me. But if I was the older one, I'd probably be a lot more girly.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so, because my mom would have like bought me clothes and I wouldn't really have learned some things that my brothers taught me. Also, I'm single.
So am I. Sugar daddy?
Sugar daddy?
I'm down. But
what does it mean to have a gender that's not male or female?
Oh, when you're non-binary.
Yeah, it's just like a non-binary. Another term people use is genderqueer.
Yeah. For a time that's what I thought it was. After I said I think I'm male, it's like I'm still very feminine, like, and I like that part about myself. So I like painting my nails, I like doing my makeup, I like complimenting people on their dress and their style, like just like normal things.
Sitting outside, or
that's us.
No, it isn't.
Right here?
No, there's.
But then I wasn't really comfortable with using they, them pronouns. Like one of my good friends, Luna, by the way. I know Luna's gonna watch this video. But yeah, so that's when I, then again, reinforced that I am a trans male instead of non-binary. Yes,
Why don't transgender people get counseling to accept the gender they were assigned at birth?
what the fuck?
That's really messed up. That's like those like gay camps, like
Yeah, it's like
gay
conversion.
way.
No,
Right.
bitch.
No,
The reason,
that's an offensive question.
the reason is it's not harming us in any way, like our mentality. It's benefiting our mentality. So it's like keeping us from fucking injuring ourselves just because we feel a certain way about ourselves. This is how we're trying to live our lives to happiest and fullest that we can. So like going back and trying to like strip that away from us is like literally like killing a person because you're killing their identity. Where are they?
That's exactly what it says right
Yeah.
here. Yeah, it says that conversion therapy is very, very harmful. I saw a documentary, really, really crazy. It was so crazy. It says that it's basically like you're telling someone that a core part of who they are is wrong or delusional, and forcing them to change, it's dangerous. And it says it can lead to lasting depression, substance abuse, self-hatred, and even suicide. What does gender transition mean?
Yeah, just like how it says, it's the time period which you are transitioning from one gender to another. So it's like basically from the beginning steps of finding out all the way to going to the doctor or therapist to change your body to how you want it to be. But unlike me, since I'm not going through specific surgeries besides probably top surgery, I'm still like on the fence about that. It's just the time period which you're transitioning. So you can be in a constant state of transition, like that's what I feel like I am right now. It doesn't matter how long it takes, you're still transitioning. That's it, pretty much.
What are some of the official records transgender people may change when they're transitioning?
I mean official record.
Official records, like
Oh yeah. Like this is a good list. Your driver's license, it changes your sex on there. Social security card, since you are a different sex or gender, you have to change your whole social security card so it matches with that gender. And your passport, since it's like changing the gender again from female to male or male to female. Bank account and records, since you're changing your name, it has to match your like birth certificate. But since if you got a legal name change, you have to show your papers and then change the whole thing and get a new certified bank account name because it matches with your birth certificate. Again, same thing with credit cards. Paychecks, same thing with names. Leases, names. Medical records, that goes with your birth certificate and names. Birth certificates on there, and your academic records. It depends on if you used your legal name when you're a child, and then you change your name legally. That means you have to provide both that evidence that was your legal name and then your new name when you transfer to different schools. So I have not changed my name legally because I don't want to go through all that.
So you're not gonna change it at all?
No, I'm just gonna use my reputation for people to call me by it. Cause I don't care so much if it's stuff like legal stuff. I really don't care because it's just a name. But if you know me business wise, I expect you to use my business name, which is Kieran or Kai. And unless you're my mom or you're a doctor or you're doing something with my bank account, I don't expect people to use that other name.
What medical treatments do some transgender people seek when transitioning?
Hormone is a big thing. For females transitioning to males, you use testosterone. You can get it in shots and pills and gel. Most commonly I see it in shots. I'm not on T, so I wouldn't know how long you take it for. You take it for the rest of your life, but I don't know how many doses you should. It really depends on how fast you want to transition.
Like your body type or something?
Yeah, it depends. The doctor will give everybody different types of doses and stuff.
It's like antidepressants.
Yeah.
So not that I know.
Bitch. Hair growth or removal treatment. That goes for probably transitioning to female. Like if you're a guy, you're originally a guy and you have just like a lot of body hair and you just don't like how it looks on you. You have to. Some would like to permanently remove like their body hair. That costs a lot of money. So I'm glad I don't have that problem. Sorry. Surgeries. Surgery, you guys know, insurance might probably cover it, or if not, that sucks. I don't know if I'm covered. There's all types of surgery you can get to change. But yeah, gender dysphoria is the next question.
What is gender dysphoria?
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
It's like
the gender they are thought to be at birth and the gender they know themselves to be lead to serious emotional distress that affects their health
okay, good.
and everyday lives if not addressed. Is the medical diagnosis for someone who experiences the distress.
It's like not feeling good about the way you are. So, say one thing is if I had bigger boobs and it'd be like I wake up every day and I just feel the weight of them there, and then that makes me super sad and depressed. That is like one way to feel like that you're just not in the right mind.
So they experience serious anxiety or stress associated with the difference between their gender identity and their gender birth.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a good one. It's the last question. Why is transgender equality important?
Why is equality important in the first place? It's because everybody's people and we all deserve the same treatment. So I don't know why there is that divide between treating one person the way like different than the other when we're all supposed to help everybody for all of humanity. Like, it makes no sense to me and I get really triggered about it. So some examples I have is like being fired or denied for a job. That makes no sense. They're doing their job correctly. It's just, why is it unpleasant for them to be around you when they're the same thing as you? We have 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth. What the fuck?
We do?
Yes, we do. Do we?
Do we? Do I?
Yeah, it's just like tactics of kids bullying another kid. They have bullying in there, and that makes sense because they're probably just jealous that they can show what they really are and they can't. Maybe they have a dark fantasy. Maybe they're actually criminals. I don't know. They're just jealous. They're jelly. But yeah, be good people, be decent. That's it.
Yeah. Any last thoughts?
No, I'm waiting that from you. I've been talking for
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Any thoughts, Melissa?
I'm just trying to do my laugh. I don't know. I mean, I feel like even though I think that even though I'm not transgender, I feel like anybody can be an advocate for it as long as they believe in it.
Yeah, don't be mean gay.
Yeah, I mean, definitely for me, I feel like because I have a friend that's transgender, I feel like now I feel more connected to the community, and I feel like I'm able to express the way I am because there's someone around me that can express who they are, and I think it's really nice. Can you shut up?
Okay.
But it's just that yeah, I just think that anybody can be an advocate as long as they believe in it, no matter what they believe in. But
even you straights,
you straight
fucking
people,
rulers, you're allowed. It's really straight.
You guys are as straight as my hair.
If you draw a straight line, it's pixelated. You guys are not straight.
Express yourself however you want to be. Embrace yourself. Like, do anything that you want. Like, anything that make you happy. Like, don't give a shit about what people say about you. Like, it's just be happy, you know?
You be you, honey.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, you need the fan.
Oh, honey.
She needs
I should have brought my fan. I have a giant fan.
She's very passionate.
I am. I feel like I can become an advocate for anything. Especially if... Suicide too. Oh my god. That's a different video.
That's
a different video.
That ends our episode of The Office. They need to talk about that stuff.
Yeah. Watch The Office if you haven't seen it. It's a great video.
I have to watch Office.
It's a great video. It's a great series. It's 9 seasons.
Let's watch it together.
I've seen every season 5 times. It's great.
Wow, that's a lot.
I can quote like it like I can watch it like a podcast. Yeah.
She can also quote Grease really well.
Grease?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so good at. I'm Coraline.
Oh,
Coraline is an iconic movie and everybody should watch it. Just saying, it's a masterpiece. Music too, even though nobody knows what language it is.
Yeah.
It's a masterpiece. You guys should all listen to it, or I'll come to your doors and kill you.
I need a proper ending. What should always end my videos when we're talking like this?